Alright guys, I am back with my review of Ring of Honor's TV show for January 12th, 2013. And this was another Road Rage show. Been a slow month for Ring of Honor with all these Road Rage episodes and the Final Battle episodes. The Final Battle episodes are the Road Rage shows. The other two were New Year's and Christmas, like highlights from the TV show this year. So really a slow month overall. But hopefully this is good. Hopefully this means that they're working on some better storylines for 2013 to start things off. They're working on something good for this Kevin Steen-Jay Lethal feud. So I really hope they're using this time wisely. I do know the TV show is going to return next week. And I try to avoid spoilers, so I don't really know too much about what's going on. But I'm looking forward to it just because finally some new stuff storyline-wise. I mean, it's been a month of the same old stuff. And in other news with Ring of Honor, El Generico has signed, or he hasn't signed yet with WWE, but he's being looked at by them. I can't remember what it was I read. Something about he's in the testing phase where he's got to get his medical work done, and they're checking him out and everything. So he's pretty much a shoo-in to go to WWE at this point. Like, he's in, they're just doing his medicals. And he's finishing up some indie dates. So this is great news. El Generico is an awesome wrestler. I'm sure he can pull off whatever they give him in WWE. I hope they don't try to change him too much or screw with his name or gimmick. I think he's perfect the way he is, but if they do change him up a little bit, I'm sure it's still going to work for him because he's really, really talented. And you can look up, if you're not familiar with his work at all, there's a ton of videos on YouTube where you can watch like the top 10 moves or top 30 moves of El Generico. And he's really an impressive worker in the ring. And with his gimmick and everything, the promos may not be the best, but I'm sure they're going to find something for him to do to at least surpass Sin Cara as far as a masked luchador type guy. That should not be too hard for him to do. And if he can surpass Sin Cara and get over as the new masked wrestler in WWE, because Rey Mysterio is going to retire soon, that would be amazing. I mean, that would be really awesome to see. He definitely deserves it, in my opinion. But, yeah, so that's it. I'm really happy Generico's going to WWE. And it's one of those things where you hate to see a guy leave the indies, because you feel like something's missing, something's being taken away from you. And it's also sad to see them brought to WWE and they kind of get changed around a little bit. Like Chris Hero is now Cassius Ohno or some crap, and they try to change things up with these guys, and it's disappointing to see that happen. CM Punk was able to get by though. But still, when they change things, it does kind of bother me as a fan. But at the same time, when these guys go out and bust their asses in ladder war matches, you want to see them finally get some big money, get a payday for all their hard work. And I would love to see all these indie guys get brought to WWE eventually. But especially right now, I would really love to see the Briscoes brought up there. It would be great if they could get brought in. But anyways, on to the TV show. It was the Jay Lethal versus Rhino match. They showed Scum beating up Lethal afterwards. Adam Cole cuts a promo on Matt Hardy. He puts over Final Battle. Mike Bennett versus Jerry Lynn. It shows some of Jerry Lynn's speech, and then Jay Lethal demanding his title shot afterwards and spitting on Nigel McGuinness. And they played this, it was kind of like a video package, the recap. And it had this really cheesy music behind it, but it was still good because it shows they're increasing the production values, even though it did look a little cheesy, I have to admit. But at least they're doing something to increase the production values of the overall show. And it looked good. So highlights from Ladder War. And then the main event was the Tag Team Triple Threat match, which was a pretty good match here. So that was your Road Rage edition here this week. And yeah, they pretty much gave away the entire show. Besides Ladder War and the Tag Team Street Fight, yeah, I think that's it. They gave away every single match that was on the show besides those two. So I've complained about this long enough. There's really nothing more to say about Road Rage. I'm not a fan of it. I'm sure if you don't buy the pay-per-views, you are a fan of it. I mean, if I didn't pay for the shows, I probably would enjoy these. But other than that, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me, and it was Road Rage. So hopefully next week we get a great TV show, some storyline progression going on, finally, and I'm just happy that it's returning, and we're going to get some new stuff after a month. So anyways, that's my review of this week's TV show. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.